dropping by. So we're going to do a little bit of work in the redwoods again, and probably some other areas as well. But you see, here's the thing. There's a request that some people have had for quite a while now. So, I would like to submit to you the stone horseshoe crab, the statue for the shrine. So, we're going to set that up today. The question is, where should we set it up? That's what I'm still considering. It kind of feels like a jungle thing rather than a redwoods thing. You know, I could be wrong. Hey there, thanks for dropping in. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully pretty good, since we're only the second day into 2025. Or at least in my time zone. I did do a bit more work on the mountain here from the last time, the last stream. Slow down the camera a little bit. That might be too much. But yeah, we have cliffside now for it, and little pathway up. I haven't put anything up top yet, but... Oh, I see we need to rebuild virtual textures. This will take just a moment. Yeah, I think you'll be a fan of the game. It's pretty great, to say the least. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So I'm thinking, personally, the Horseshoe Crab Shrine is a jungle kind of thing, so I think we're gonna go that direction. We'll come back to the redwoods in a little bit. Thinking somewhere out here. That's pretty awesome, I didn't know that. Somewhere in this area. I'm sure they're also excited to release it. The new map, I mean. We've got some nice new paths through here that I put down yesterday. I'm gonna go look around for a place to put the Horseshoe Crab Temple. Thinking somewhere up in this mountainous area. think we'll go with... yes, the map does have a desert. I actually did a little bit of work on it on the stream last week, I think it was. Thank you. I think we'll put the horseshoe crab temple somewhere around here. Make a little entrance into the side of this mountain. It'll be great. It's indeed on PC. Appreciate that. We definitely work hard on it. Oh, this spot will work. So we're going to cut out a little piece of the ground here. Right here. A little of it back. We don't need that much gone. That'll work. So I warn you in advance, caves do take a little while to make, so this will probably take a little bit. But I'm going to make a small cave and put the horseshoe crab shrine inside of it. I play a lot of games. Although lately I've been doing more work on making games than playing them, but I do play a lot of games. I love The Witcher 3, Red Dead Redemption 2. I bought Final Fantasy 17, but I haven't actually gotten through much of it yet. Stuff like that. Story heavy. Death Stranding. That was also great. Although it's not for everyone, understandably. Through the options I have here for what we're going to build the cave with. I think we'll actually start with my favorite rocks and just change their materials. sure I actually have a material applied to it at all. I do not at the moment. We need to change that. I haven't played it yet, but I do plan to. Let's not have UVs yet. How unfortunate. Let's see, how about this one? So that does. That'll work. Okay, last thing. Good stuff. And good stuff. Okay, we're going to use these. Just drop a few of them out here and good. I don't know the full lineup of weapons that will be in the game just because I mainly do the map work. But oftentimes the other developers on the team join us in the stream, so it's possible one of them will know. Let's start with this. Put the stairs. That would be very helpful. More people to play would always be welcome. Like that. Very good. Thank you, I appreciate that. I definitely love working on it. It's fun getting to make so many different biomes, and I love it. We'll put some stairs in here too, because this will not work very well as a actual stairway. Just have it go down a little bit into the ground. Well, I'll have to take a look at that. Oh yeah, Redwoods is actually bigger than everybody's seen on the streams. You've seen about half of it. It's just that I haven't done as much work on the other half yet, so... We've mainly stuck to the first section. Turn this around. Probably deep enough. Just a moment. I'm gonna make a bit of a floor right here. Probably mix it up a little bit with some different rocks as well. This is why I love nanite. Can go crazy with the amount of meshes I'm using. And it doesn't matter. I wasn't sure if I had something like this downloaded. I'm gonna see what kind of mega scans we can get that would look nice. We do have a desert. It's just not very far along yet in development. But it's there. That is pretty much the plan from what I know. I'm gonna download these two. That I'm not 100% sure about. I mainly handle the map, so I don't know as much when it comes to the gameplay features that are planned. This looks like it could make for some nice cave ground. That's what I'm hoping. Hey there, Void. Glad you dropped in. We're making the Horseshoe Crab Shrine. Now, just need to find those, oh, there we are. Yes, the horseshoe crabs are where it's at. I figured this has been requested for a while, so we should definitely do it. Just have to set these up real quick before I use them. I don't think we need 8K textures for the ground. There we go, perfect. Place a few of these. It's a little bit dark in here because we're underground, so I'm going to make it a little brighter. So I want to make this a nice transition. I'm not going to cover everywhere with these, but a few. Excellent. Just wanted to make it look like the ground had crumbled a little bit in some spots. Use a few more of these. Thank you. I wanted the Horseshoe Crab Shrine to be a beautiful place. A place as beautiful as the Horseshoe Crab itself, perhaps? I won't get ahead of myself. That's a pretty high standard. These? I guess the other one too. Just in case we need them. I won't need these. See, this also is another nice thing about nanite, that I can build the cave out of individual pieces, make it a little more detailed than it would have been if it had to be one big model. Just have to think on what stairs we're going to use. Hello. Thanks for dropping in. This is why I love these rocks. They fit together so well. Yes, I've thought about that. The caves have some potential for being a pretty scary place. We'll use that. Maybe about like that. We are using nanite, but I'm also heavily optimizing how nanite is used. We've set up everything in the game, or on the map, around performing well with nanite, so I think you'll be impressed. Thank you, I really appreciate that. So I think the size of this cave is good enough at the moment for what I've got in mind. We're going to put a little pool of water down here. And The shrine will be in the middle of the water. Still thinking on how I want to go about lighting the cave, but I'm thinking some kind of bioluminescent something in here. Should work pretty well. Now, I think we're going to use some of these cliff pieces that look like they wouldn't fit well, but we're going to change the material on them to make it a little better. That is, when it decides to load. There we are. Beautiful. I think these will work. Just need to make them look a little more like the others. That'll do the job. That out of the way. Just have to make sure it's not going to stick out of the ground. Or if it does, it needs to be hidden by a rock. This could actually be a little bit bigger. But preferably, it should stay underground. Did do it? Yes. Excellent. We'll move some of these over here. Yes, it will be released on Steam. Give me just a moment. Okay, I'm back. That'll work. Okay, we just need to make a ceiling. Actually, we'll do that last because that's going to take away what little light we have. But let's make the little pool of water. So we don't need a water simulation this time. We're just going to use I thought about doing a water simulation, but I decided it wouldn't really fit this area very well. So instead, it's a mixture of the two. We've made plenty of them ourselves, but also some that we didn't make. Some things just aren't really worth the extra time investment to make. Thank you. I appreciate that. There we go. Some nice dirty water. For all uncleanliness does not touch the horseshoe crab. This is all the uncleanliness falling off. Right here. That's what you're seeing. Let me see what I have for options for the shrine. Oh, yes. This is it. I'm feeling it. It needs to be a bit lower down. That should work. Actually, let me take a look at this one. Ah, yes, okay. That's a bit more what I had in mind. That will do nicely. Think we'll use yeah, I think this will work. Now we need our star of the show, the horseshoe crab. Which is a little too large at the moment. Look at that stone boy. Beautiful. So I have thought about that. Dinosaur skeletons. Yes. Horse-sized. I like it. I don't think this is too out there for construction for this time. Might come back and change it later. We'll think about it. Make one of these cast shadows. Yes, it is for the game. That sounds reasonable to me. We'll test out draw distance in a minute. We'll turn up attenuation on this. This back. Oh, whoops. Not that. This. That needs to be brighter. Is this literally just light, or is it? Okay, good. Beautiful. Just need to adjust this because the angle won't look right. There we go. Closer. Okay, now we just need to make a ceiling, and we're just about done with the cave. I think I'll make, well, I'm considering putting a pathway over there, but maybe I'll leave it this way. Maybe you should have to walk through the water if you want to go see the horseshoe crab. I mean, look at him. He's beautiful. And I agree. I have a feeling there'll be a lot of funny moments in the game. Inside the rock. That'll work. Or actually, we'll have it sticking out just a little bit to make it the kind of frame for this. Actually, no. Keep changing my mind, but I'm a picky guy. make it look a bit better in a bit. I just want to get the basic shape of the ceiling out of the way. Yeah, that would be pretty cool to find. I would be a fan. I love when I'm just making something and I hear my fans pick up. My PC reminding me, hey, I'm working hard. Good job, PC. You done good. I'll take away lighting for a moment, because it's going to be a little bit difficult to see. Let me just take a guess here at how many. There we go. Oh. It's like, where did it go? I think this will work. Yeah. Beautiful. Just a moment, need some caffeine. I think I will. I will have to step away for just a second while I grab some coffee. So I will be right back. All right, I've returned and I have coffee. Okay. Let me see what we're going to do about the outside here. Yes. I have some placeholder glowworms until we have actual models for it, so I think I might use that. Which will give me an excuse to give us a little ambient light. I agree. Fully. I admit I considered making, like cave carvings and stuff like that of the horseshoe crab. Then I decided it would be really time consuming. Oops. No, wait. Is that the same one I'm using in there? It is. Oh wait, no, that's the one I'm using in there. Whatever. This will work. Yeah, we couldn't ignore such a big community requested feature. The Horseshoe Crab Temple. That would just be rude. And we don't want to be rude. You know, I gotta say, that makes it look a lot like the models for the other rocks. But we've gone this far, so I'm just gonna stick with it. Then we'll put some finishing touches in there. You know what? We need a better rock. That one's not giving me the feeling, you know? Maybe you don't know, but you're learning now. Oh wait, no, I know exactly what we're gonna use. Allow me to introduce you to my favorite jungle cliffs. Textures. Excellent. Yeah, these will do it. Beautiful. Just need to make sure to cover up some of this. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. And that is what we're gonna do. some of these. Also gonna put a few inside. So it looks like we don't actually need this second one, but we'll see. Perfect. So we'll just put this one more above it. Perfect. Now we need to add some stairs and get these plants out of the rocks. Make sure I didn't miss any. I guess I'll leave this rock. No. Yes, I'll leave it. For now. We're all gonna know that that rock is there. It's our secret. This will work. And just need to set some options on this real quick before I forget. Where? Oh, there we are. We're gonna bring a few of these inside. Add some glowworms. We need them. Yeah, glad you dropped in. Makes it even more fun to work on the map when I have people hanging out with me at the same time. few more of these. Oh yes. And I'm going to walk here today. Look at that. As it should be. I feel we're missing something here. Let's see if I already have it added here. Okay, I don't. So let's drop a few. Probably drop this down a little bit. Doesn't necessarily matter much if we have a ton of triangles on a model with nanite, but just to bring down the space that the game takes, we'll limit it a little bit. I just feel like leaves should be here if we're gonna have these vines and plants here. It makes sense to me. That will do nicely. So now we need some glowworms. Oh yes. I'm always happy for any addition to the roster. I like that we have a unique selection. Let me see where I put these, because I don't remember. It's possible. Trying to find the glowworms I've made, as in my placeholder ones. There they are. My babies. Although they're a little big. Just put them in little clumps here and there. Ah, that's what I thought. They're not even fully on the cave ceiling. Need to fix that. The worms, is that what you're wondering about with physics? Or the dinosaurs? The worms don't have physics, I just make them look like they do. Yes, I am planning on some caves under the redwoods. Yeah, the worms just look like they have physics, but at the moment they don't. I try to fake it as much as possible because physics is surprisingly heavy on performance. I was really hoping someone would bring up Alaskan bullworms. Hey, if it was up to me, we would have playable Alaskan bullworms. You can be sure of that. Oh yes, flying horseshoe crab, preferably. I mean, look at it. It's a beautiful animal. Majestic, even. Oh yes, I fully plan on making one of them playable just for me to play around with in the editor. You don't want my character blueprint work. Yes, I will be doing a cave under the redwoods. There is one cave that's already under there, but it's a bit different. It's leading to an area that we're going to have some story-related stuff happen. Yes, I am being intentionally vague. That will do. Gladly. You can join me anytime. You know what, let's make a folder so I can keep track of all this. Yes, there will be, like, different ruins, things like that, around the map. Sometimes I look back at the amount of models I just placed in one area and I'm like, how did I use that many things at once? Yes, I don't know how I would work with this map if I didn't have organization with the folders. I will have to look again at the song name. I don't know if it's available anywhere at the moment. As far as I know, they do. But don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. Don't need that. Just doing a little bit of organization. How did I just lose the cave? How do you lose a cave? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Harvesting dinosaurs. So I'm going to make this its own separate level. If you heard that, I did just burp live on stream. You're welcome. Actually, I'll put the lights in here first, and then... actually copy this. No shadows. Gonna copy the color of the glowworms. Nice little blue light. Then a little bit of ambient light up here. I just don't want to make it obvious where the light's coming from. Enough for now. Now we just need some stairs and we're done with the cave. And I have just the ones in mind. Perfect. Just have to make sure they're actually walkable. Yes, this is outside of the cove. You'll see in just a moment. Because we're about to head to the redwoods, so I'll be going that direction. No, that's actually a terrible spot for stairs. I mean, I don't make mistakes. Everything I do is right. Excellent. So we're going to make this into a level instance later, actually. And there we are. There's the cave. So, if you want to see where it is on the map, that is the cave down there. There is the cove over yonder. Yeah, so there's the cove right there. See if we can load a section that big without crashing. Let's go. This will take a moment. Excellent. So we were able to load a section that big without crashing. I'm gonna do a little bit more before we stop the stream. I'm gonna go for another 15 minutes or so. Let's see what I've missed down here. I think we could use more rocks, for one. There's our mountain. We should shape this up a little bit too. Yeah, we'll touch up the mountain real quick because this one has always bothered me. Let's try out one of these landscape brushes. Make the brush bigger. I gotta say, that is not doing anything at all. There we go. Just don't like really flat cliffs. It doesn't look right. I feel like that would be fun at first, but then people would probably end up getting stuck there and not being able to get out, which could be problematic. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That is, after the shaders compile. I always cover cliffs and stones. That's one of the many reasons I love nanite. The amount of them I can use. It's a beautiful thing. Yes. It's not going to stay that way. Definitely gonna cover it up. But I'm going to remove some of these ferns first because we don't need cliffside ferns. Yes, I was thinking that too. I'm probably going to come back and add a bigger actual staircase to get up and down this cliff. But the way I'm thinking is going to take a little while to do, so I'm probably not going to do it today. This is always my favorite part, rebuilding the landscape. As you know, it's a very large map, so that means that when we modify these tiles, it has to rebuild the mesh for it, and the mesh is very dense because of how huge the map is. When you're watching on the streams, it's hard to tell the scale of things from the editor view without actually playing in it, but everything is much larger than it looks. Yeah, I use that sparingly. I use it in some places, but to save shader instructions, I don't use it on every layer. Ones like the cliff that I cover up with other meshes, I don't bother using it there, because the places where I leave it exposed, there's not enough to tell that it's tiling. I think I will. Although I don't know if I have the newest code compiled, so we'll see if it'll play or not. If it won't play, I'll just drop in one of the tribal models. Just to stand it next to something so we can see a little sense of scale. That's usually how I design things. I just set down a character model and compare it. There we go. Yes, I do. I work on the map every single day. Yeah, I work off the stream every single day. Every now and then I'll have a day where I don't do as much, but I always do something. So I'll just drop in a little tribal model just to give you a little sense of scale. We'll put in... This is true. So here we are. That is a tribal in this area. So the cliff is very large. Speaking of, I'm scaling down those ferns. I was doing that before the stream. I think we'll drop some rocks right here. Yeah, the map is huge. It's just hard to tell in the stream. But for something like this, it'd be a lot faster just to use PFS. However, because of the amount of rocks it's going to make, I think I'm going to scale them up. Going to end up with thousands. We're going to duplicate all of these. Okay, that's what I thought. It's not using the large ones. I mean the small rocks. I'm going to bump up the scale on them so we don't get quite as many of them. We're just going to double it. Quite double, I guess, but Good way to save a little time instead of painting the amount of rocks I'm about to put down manually. I was making sure I was doing the right ones. We have a couple folders of these right now while I work through some of the updated files, so could have gotten it mixed up for a moment. You know what? I just did the wrong thing. Just a moment. Just have to make another copy of this real quick. Perfect. Now we'll just bring it out a little bit more, and we'll simulate it. Good enough for the moment. I'll probably end up redoing this later. And this might take a moment. Excellent. And that is why we did it this way. Alright, now it is time for me to go get some lunch. So I'm going to stop for now, but I hope to see all of you next week. I try to stream around somewhere between 10 or 11 most Thursdays, so I'm going to start scheduling a little further in advance, so hopefully you can know before it's time. And thank you all again for dropping in, and I will speak to you